If you have a direct port injection engine, this video is for you. This is our fuel system cleaning kit. You can pick these up at Advanced Auto Parts for about $120. It comes with all the adapters and hookups that you're going to need, but this is going to be your main setup right here. Now, most manufacturers that produce the direct port injection engines require this treatment every 15 to 30,000 miles. So what happens is that the new direct port injection engines bypass the intake valves that would normally get hit with gasoline, and it was kind of a self-cleaning process, but the new direct port injection engines directly inject, hence the name, the fuel right into the combustion process right as the spark plug's about to go off. And it bypasses the fuel hitting the top of the intake valves, and it causes them to get pretty gummed up and nasty. And if they get to a certain point, you could end up requiring a walnut cleaning process or other process to keep them clean, and it's very costly. This kit and a bottle of seafoam is all you need to do this job at home. So if you're a hands-on kind of person and you want to maintain your own vehicle, this is a kit that you should definitely look into getting. To start the process, we get our bottle of seafoam. Open up our container, and you're going to add about half of the bottle to the container. I guess I should call this the tank. Now the other half of the bottle, go ahead and throw that into your gas tank, preferably with your gas tank at half a tank or lower, so that way it's not as diluted and it does a better cleaning job. Go ahead and throw our lid back on. Close up our kit, put it out of the way. Now, when installing the cleaning port, you're going to need it after any intake sensors like this one. We have our equivalent of a mass airflow sensor right here. This is just reading the air. These sensors are very sensitive, especially to fluids in cleaning solutions, so you don't want them getting hit with any cleaning solutions. So we're going to go ahead and install it after any sensors, and preferably as close to the throttle body as possible. Now this is a 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. This is not a direct port injection engine, but for every engine, this treatment does wonders, and it is recommended to do this treatment to non-direct port injection engines every 50 to 60,000 miles, just to keep them clean. This stuff is, in my shop, we refer to this treatment as an engine decarb treatment, because this fluid will actually go into the combustion process. It helps clean the carb buildup off the top of the piston heads. It cleans out the entire intake manifold system. It just does wonders no matter what type of engine you have. We're gonna go ahead and insert our hose. We're gonna aim it towards the throttle body as best we can. And then we're gonna put our hose back on. Go ahead and get our shop air. Hook up our shop air, and you want it around 40 psi. All right, and then right here, this is your lock. This will turn on or off the fluid. Make sure that it's in your locked position and start your engine. Make sure that your vehicle is halfway out or out in the open completely when doing this process. The cleaning solution can create a bunch of white smoke, and you don't want to be inhaling that, especially inside of a closed space. So when I do this treatment, I usually put the vehicle half out of the bay so that the smoke will just go away. And with the vehicle running, slowly open that lock. And let that treatment run its process. I always like to come in here and make sure that it's pointed as close to the throttle body as possible. And you're gonna wanna run the engine for about 10 to 15 minutes and let the solution drain out and do its job. If you have a smaller 4-cylinder engine, you might get some bucking in the engine when that's happening. If that happens, go ahead and turn down the flow rate of the treatment fluid, and that's going to allow less fluid to go into the engine at a time. It'll take longer to do the treatment process, but this whole thing is worthless if your engine stalls and you're just going to be dumping this solution all over your throttle plate, and it's not going to be going into the intake. You see we got white smoke coming out the tailpipe. That's how you know the treatment is working. And it's been about 15 minutes now, so we're going to go ahead and finish up our process. You put down any hoses you disconnected down tight, and I doubt I've still got any fluid in here, but I want to show you guys what's happening inside. That this is basically just making a mist. Yeah, I don't got any more, give me a second. All right, I got another can of sea foam. I'm just gonna show you guys what this attachment actually does. Is basically just takes the sea foam and turns it into a mist. Go ahead and put our air back on, and you can see our attachment right here. And when we turn on, you can see we get a nice mist out of here, and that's exactly what the treatment is sending right into the throttle body. And that's going to clean the throttle body plate and the rest of the engine. Go ahead and turn this down and relieve our pressure. Make sure that that's nice and locked. And that's pretty much all there is to doing this treatment. Like I said, for the direct port injection engine, most manufacturers recommend every 15 to 30,000 miles to do this treatment to keep those intake valves nice and clean and free from any gum that's going to clog them up. And it'll save you a lot of money down the road if you get that kit and start doing it yourself. You know, if you already do your oil changes and whatnot like that, if you do all your basic maintenance on your vehicles, doing this treatment is just another tool to add to your arsenal. So I highly recommend doing this yourself. You can get that kit again for $120, and then a can of seafoam. These are usually about 10 to 15, and that alone, you're gonna save yourself money on the very first treatment, because most dealerships charge $150 plus just to do this treatment. So you're gonna be saving money right off the back. But other than that, this video helped you out, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.